So hi everyone, this is my first Facebook Live video and I'm quite excited and nervous at the same time. Reason is because I don't know if it'll go wrong or not, so bear with me. Yeah. So I thought of doing this Facebook Live thing. It's also because a lot of us are being asked to stay at home and work from home. Though I've been working from home for quite some time now, but for a lot of you it might be quite new. And I thought, like, if you're home with your kids, with your family, and you probably might not have the time to actually think of what to make for that particular week or day. So I thought, oh, why not? Let's do a Facebook Live thing so I could help you out to think what you can make for the entire week. So on Mondays we have Meat Free Monday, and I'll teach you like some really nice vegetarian and vegan kind of meals. Then we've got Wednesday, which is Wing It Wednesday. I'll just chuck anything that I could find from the fridge and try to make an American style kind of meal. So this Wednesday we're gonna do a chicken wings kind of Wing It Wednesday. And then on Friday I'll teach you something pretty cool, which is a 3-course meal. So we're gonna go full out. We're gonna start with a starter, then a main course, followed by a dessert that's gonna be quite easy to make, like less than 5 minutes. So today I will be making a crisp sweet chili tofu with leek. Now, tofu was quite easy for me to get in the supermarket today, and I'm using a firm tofu over here. Reason is because firm tofu is it's a lot easier to handle, especially when you're pan frying them. If you're using soft tofu, now soft tofu is more suitable for soups, like if you're making a broth, then use soft tofu. But if you're doing like for stir fries or even pan frying them, make sure you use a firm tofu, or otherwise your tofu is just gonna crumble. Now, my personal favorite is egg tofu. Now, the egg tofu is like a Japanese kind of tofu, but I don't have it here today because it's not easy to source in my local supermarket. But this extra firm tofu is quite easy. Now, so we have an extra firm tofu here. Then next we'll need some salt. Now I'm using some pink salt over here because I'm being a bit extra. It's just because I've got only pink salt in my kitchen. Now, what's the difference between the taste-wise? To me personally, my tongue is not that sophisticated, so to me, salt tastes the same. Well, not really, because table salt and sea salt taste a bit different. Like sea salt is really salty. Yeah. Anyways, then we've got a leek that I'm using. Then Mak Tok sweet chili paste. This is some leftover I've got from the fridge. So I'm gonna finish this today. And over here we've got some oil. This is just normal oil for you to pan fry it. Now, first thing you want to do is to chop up the leek first. So let me get my knife. Now, one thing cool about doing a live video is that I don't have to edit it, so it's gonna save me a bit more time on that. Now, because as you know, I like to do my dish, I like to make it like a bit fancy, so I always have garnishing at the end, usually a bit green stuff. So if you're gonna garnish your dish, some things that I would really recommend is have coriander or some chives. These two are perfect for garnishing. But today I'm gonna use leek as my garnish as well. So I'm gonna just cut over here now. And then, now this is the green part, so I'm just gonna save the green part. Now let me tell you a trade secret about this green part right here. Now, do you know, like if you go to Chinese restaurants, when you order like aromatic crispy duck, they always give you the pancake, the duck, as well as hoisin sauce and like spring onions, that kind. Those aren't actually spring onions, do you know that? Because spring onions are actually very expensive, so they use leeks instead. Leeks actually taste a bit oniony as well, so you just slice them up really finely, you actually get sort of like spring onion taste to it. But anyways, let's crack on with this one. Now, just gonna slice them this way, so it's like a nice circular shape. Now for leek, I always slice them before I wash them. It's only because When I wash them, I just like to open them up and then wash all the dirt away. Because for leeks, sometimes you get like dirt in between, so I don't really like that, and you don't want to eat dirt. I'm actually very nervous, as you can see from the way I talk and cook here. It's quite difficult in a way. Anyways, so we're not going to use a lot, so just going to use probably about like half of the leek, so quarter left. So leave that aside. Now this should be enough. Now I'm just going to rinse this with some water. Oh, but I don't really need to, is it? Because it's quite clean. Oh, yeah. Anyways, let's keep it safe. Let's just rinse this with water. Let me just go grab my colander. There we go. Now, I might as well just use all of it, right? Okay. Now, just gonna rinse this with some water. Now, how are you guys coping with the current situation? I don't know why is that. I can't actually see anything on my iPad here. So I was hoping like I can't see you from there because I'm using my phone's back camera, so I can't see myself as well. Anyways, let's go rinse this off. Now usually when I am cooking, like making a video, things like this, I have another assistant, which is Xiang. He's the one who's carrying the camera, but he's working today, so I have to be standing here in front of you guys without people following me to the wash up area. Anyway, a plate here. Pop this over here. Now next thing that we're going to do is to cut down the tofu. Now the tofu is quite simple. All you need to do is chop them down into tiny cubes. Depending on the size, I usually go for about 1 inch cube, but you can go for half an inch as well. Now the other day my friend asked me whether you can eat tofu fresh like that. I wouldn't recommend, because you could, I think I've seen it somewhere in Japan they did that, but then of course I've never really tried it, so I wouldn't recommend it for now. Maybe once I've tried it, I might change my mind. So, there we go. So this is the size of the cube that I'm going for. Yep, not too small. Now, next thing that we're gonna do is just to start pan frying them, which is quite simple. See, told you it's gonna be a simple one. Then, let's put this aside first. We're gonna use it as a bit. Okay. Now, you can choose to pan fry it or deep fry it. If you're pan frying them, just make sure you turn them over like every now and then. Today, instead of pan frying them, I'm gonna deep fry them because I love to eat deep fried food. And I'm blessed with like a beautiful skin. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, this is live. I can't believe it. Okay, anyways, let's heat this up. I hope you can hear me though, because my microphone isn't working, so I'm using a phone. Okay, now I'm gonna open this window. Oh, my whole house is gonna smell. Okay, now I'm gonna pour in the oil while it's heating up. There we go. Now let me tell you something, when I'm deep frying things, I usually like to use smaller pans or smaller saucepans. It's only because it's a lot easier to manage. I don't mind deep frying them like multiple batches, but if I have a big one, it's quite difficult because you get things everywhere. What I used to. Anyways, what am I talking about? Oh my god, I'm so nervous. But anyway. Okay. Now, while we wait for this to heat up, let's chat. Kidding. Right. Okay. Heating up now. Oh. Guess you can fry. Let's get a plate. Now, because I'm pan frying them, just make sure you prepare some kitchen towel. You should be able to get kitchen towel, not toilet roll, but kitchen towel should be fine these days. Do you know what? I was so happy today because I managed to get some eggs from the store, and this was the last carton that I've got. I was like, oh my god, I'm so lucky today. It's like my first carton of eggs. In like what, 3 weeks? I haven't eaten any eggs for 3 weeks. But anyways, we're not having eggs today because it's meat-free Monday. Are eggs considered meat though? That's one thing I never knew. Anyways, okay. So now I think the oil is hot enough. What you want to do is just, and you're gonna deep fry them. Okay, I think that oil is really hot now. I'll lower down the heat. Okay. Okay. Now this thing is quite difficult to use. Okay, let's throw them in. I just hope I didn't sound the alarm. I don't know why I can't turn down the heat in this one. There we go. Oh, I can. It's just that I need to hold it right there like this. Now that's not very efficient, is it? Anyway. Okay. It's not working. I need my right hand. Beautiful. Now you just gotta deep fry them until it's a bit golden brown, because in a bit you're gonna stir fry them again with the leeks. So they're golden brown, and they should be done. Easy. I actually learned how to make this dish when I was around 8 years old. Yeah, at that time, I think it was during the start of recession, and my parents were we were quite poor at that time, so parents couldn't really afford meat. So tofu was the cheapest protein that they could get in the market, other than the veg, of course. So we had like tofu for every single day. So yeah, I was having like tofu phobia for one point in time. But today, after moving here to the UK, I can't believe that tofu is so expensive here. Like tofu in Malaysia is like, oh, so cheap. Anyways, okay. They are almost done now. So I'm gonna just leave them in there for another 30 seconds or so. And they should be done. Okay, I'll turn down the heat. And this one. Now while it's cooking over there, I'm just gonna take out, like separate the leeks from each other. So I get like a nice ring over there. There we go. Okay. Now that this is done, So this is the color that you want to get, like a golden brown color. Now let's take them all out. And then we're going to pop in the next batch. I hate doing this. You know, like oil. I still remember the first time learning how to deep fry stuff. I didn't know that oil was splattered that much, so I actually just washed. I think it was. What did I use the other time? I'm not sure. I washed. Oh yes, chips. No, I've got like a German. I'm a bit like a germaphobe, so I washed those chips. I know, it's stupid me. I was like about like what 8, 9 years old. So I washed those chips and then just straight away throw it in. And next thing I know, I got like all splattered all over my hands and all over my face. Well, that hurts. And then I got blisters after that. Oh well, beautiful memories in the kitchen. To be fair, cooking can be quite dangerous. Yeah, just deep fry this. Okay. There we go. Oh my God. I'm craving so much smoke in the house. Oh. Gonna open all my windows. There we go. Now, look at this. So it's quite crispy on the outside and it's soft in the inside. Amazing. Just can't wait for tea now. Anyways, let's flip. Remember to constantly flip it around because you don't want to burn either side. But if you're deep frying them, I just don't have enough oil in there, I think. Okay. That should be done. So doing that, let's split this one up to things. Like that. My video isn't as hard as I think actually. Rather same as doing normal videos. There we go. Maybe because I can't see myself over here, and that's why I just don't think that it's difficult. Anyway, okay, that should be done. Let's turn off the heat for now. And take these out. Okay, voila. All done. I'm going to bring it over to show you how beautiful my tofus are. Just hang with me. Look! It's amazing, right? And it's like, can you hear that? Oh, it's quite hot, so I'm going to pick something that's cooler. They're all very hot. Ah, this one. Can you hear that? Anyway, yeah. Oh! Okay, now, next thing that we want to do is, with your other pan, we're going to stir fry the leek and the tofu. Now, before that, let's add a bit of oil from the batch that we use. See? The recycling. So just a bit. Okay, and a bit of oil. Now, turn on the heat. We're gonna just stir fry this one. Get now for have you tried eating leek fresh? Of course you did, right? Because it's in your, oh my god, it's so spicy. Like, it's spicy and pungent. Lovely. Okay. Now, put this one up. And this one is done. We're just gonna stir fry this. Okay. Give it a bit stir around. You didn't see that. Oh my god. Now, someone asked me why do I smile all the time. Let me tell you why. Because my mom said I was born with a Bugs Bunny tooth. And that's why it's so big that I can't close my mouth. And you always see me like smiling. Anyway. Right. Now. Okay. I'm just gonna take this out for a bit because we know that it's already kind of cooked. So I'm just gonna put back in here. Okay. Now, turn off the heat. You're gonna add in sweet chili paste. I'm using about this is about 1.5 tablespoons. Now, if you want more, you can always add more to it. Then, just slowly and gently mix your sweet chili around. Then let's add in some salt. Okay, I'm adding in about like 1/4 teaspoon of salt in there. Now, why do you need to add salt to our chili paste? It's because we initially, when we created the chili paste, it was always thought to be used as a dip. But it turns out that you can actually cook with it. So because of that, the salt content in our chili paste is quite less, so that's why you need to just season it with a bit of salt. Now, while that's in there, I'm going to add a bit of water as well. Just about like half a tablespoon, not half a teaspoon. Okay, let's mix this around. Okay. Okay, turn on the heat. Now this is when you're gonna add in all the crispy tofu. Smells amazing. And then just coat all the tofu up with sweet chili. Smells amazing though. If you're my neighbor, you'll be very unlucky because you will have to smell all this delicious food every time, like every single day, because I cook almost every day, and it's just, I think the whole street, because I've opened the window now, I think everyone even from the other side of the street can smell this amazing sweet chili tofu. And I'll just describe to you how it smells like. It smells like you've got like a nice lemongrass, ginger flavors in there, very savory, and amazing. Now add in the leek. And then stir fry for a bit longer. There we go. Let me just show you how it looks like because it's quite far away. Can you see? Amazing, right? Look at the colors. Now, this is almost done. All we need to do next is just to plate it up. Okay, get this away. Use my fancy plate here. Okay. And then come out. There we go. Now I'm not pouring all of the leeks out, it's only because I'm trying to plate it nicely so I can take a picture for my Instagram. Anyways, I'm not very good at food photography, by the way, but I think this will do. Beautiful. Now, I did say like we could use this for garnishing, but for this purpose, I think it already has like green color in there, and the tofu is like golden brown. So the nicest color to go with this would be some white. So I've got some sesame seeds over here. Oops, a bit too much. So just gonna sprinkle some sesame seeds on top. Yum. There we go. Okay, now this is our sweet chili crispy tofu with leeks. Let me just bring it to you and show you that. Ta-da! Amazing, right? Yeah. Gonna go grab chopsticks. Gonna eat it. So, I think you can see me from here. There we go. Amazing, right? Just gonna try this one out now. Yum. Let's try the tofu. Delicious. It is so easy to make. That's one dish done. This will go so well with like jasmine white rice. Yeah. Oh my god, this is so good. Wow. Let me swallow this before I close the video. So good. Okay, so this Monday, I've taught you how to make a sweet chili crispy tofu with leeks. And if you got any other suggestions that you want me to make, just leave a comment or send a message to me, and I'll reply to you when I can. Yeah. So yeah, try this one out. Right now, I'm gonna just put a bit more in here and then do some Instagram pictures. Okay. Well, thank you for staying